It's one of the NFL's newest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off from US Bank Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Akers. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Once again, it's Akers. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they... Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Handoff headed right. It's Akers. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. Has the connection to Odunze. And he's out of bounds past midfield. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. First down, Williams. He throws a bullet deep to... This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Roma Odunze touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Akers up the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. We managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Able to find Hawkinson. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
And he stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Jalen Johnson with the stop. Got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Neither side separating much so far. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet. Have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He lets a heater go deep middle. He's got it deep downfield. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears now lead by 10. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears drive their lead to 11. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Looking up towards the dome. Can't bring it in clean. First and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. McCarthy looking to throw. Flush down out to his left. This will be caught by Akers. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
From the gun on third down. He's got him. That's Addison. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Football on that 47-yard line. First down. Back to the air. McCarthy. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
McCarthy throwing on third down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. And he doesn't put much height or distance on this one. Starts his return from the 23. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It'll go down as a 37-yard punt. And it's going to be Bears football. First and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Williams. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Williams from the gun. He fires one deep down the middle. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Vikings have it as he reports his 7th interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On play action now, McCarthy. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Couldn't connect with Jordan Addison. So that brings up 4th and long. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flop. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Well, I'm pretty sure this Kate special teams coach is going to have a long talk with him after that one. You can get as creative as you want, but you can't give away the ball. You can't lose yardage. And you start turning the ball over like that, you're not going to be returning punts much longer.
They'll cobble together a yard there. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The Vikings with the football. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now McCarthy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
McCarthy throwing here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision-maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. But when you get an opportunity in the red zone on 3rd down, You'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance, because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Hardy on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down throw by Williams. He's looking deep once again. They connect on the deep shot. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Williams to throw on first. Here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. The Bears going to use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another try following the sack. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's Williams. Throwing for the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. There he goes on the right side. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he makes the Hets go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. I don't know about you, Brock, but I could almost feel them going through the 5 stages of grief over on that sideline, watching their would-be touchdown pass in 6 points return the entire way to the opposite end zone for 6 on the other side of the board.
You just don't really believe it's happening until he's, well, 30, 40 yards into his return. Then you're just powerless. Kate, just over 40 times in the history of the NFL this has happened.
Wow.
And what a return to add to that list.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings could have gone for 2 in the tie, but they choose to trail by 1. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Hardy on the return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
After the pick, here's Williams. That throw finds Komet. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 42. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And now it's 3rd and short. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Williams to throw on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, Williams. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
He sends this one to the end zone. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears grow the lead coming out of halftime. Drake London with the touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears grow their lead to 8. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's a handoff to Akers. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They go to Akers again. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Pete Werner has it. And the Bears are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 from the 41. Williams to throw. Taking a big shot for the end zone. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Dallas Turner picks it off. And the Vikings get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be 2nd down. McCarthy to throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Ooh, and this is a worm burner. He didn't hit this one well. Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards.
You know, I'm sure Coach would prefer he not flirt with disaster on the return. No additional damage is done, however. They're fortunate to get the ball back, and everyone can breathe a little sigh of relief.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they're all over him. He goes down. A flag goes down as well, though. Let's wait and see which side this is on. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Fits it through the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. To throw, Williams. Throwing this back in the end zone. And he has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Drake London with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Bears lead by 15 now. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Akers. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. That was Montez Sweat who took him down. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. This is the end of the third quarter. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. McCarthy to throw for it. That's cut beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Forget that it was fourth down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first. From the gun, here's Akers. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Throwing on third, McCarthy. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick. No one around. He's got space. And the Bears take over off their third interception of this game.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those off.
And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
McCarthy throwing on third down. And he brings this one in, but does so out of bounds. The throw just took him too close to the boundary. We've got fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Back to the air, McCarthy. And they won't do it, so that ball's incomplete on fourth down.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they face second down. Now Williams. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. It's a Romadunze touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw. Just the right touch. And you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Vikings 13.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now it's McCarthy. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Jamon Clark. And the Bears have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Williams. Has it in close. And in for the Chicago touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock. This one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears grow their lead yet again.
Vikings 13.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
He beams one deep right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Williams to throw on 1st. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's a Romadunze touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Bears continue piling onto this lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. And they're on the 30-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Now a handoff for Akers. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Throwing now off play action. Rolling left, buying some time. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, Kate, it looked to me like this one, he leaves the pocket, and this is where you're out on the schoolyard, out on the playground, and you're looking for your buddy to find that connection. Unfortunately, receiver QB, they could not find the completion that time.
The give inside to Akers. He gets the 1st and more inside the 20. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They run, here's Akers. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now Akers. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Give him 4 yards on the carry. Gets him some yards back, but still 3rd and 9 upcoming.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Rolling down to his left. And he won't escape. The Bears take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, it's hard to come by in this league.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Big gain downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Drake London with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Bears tack on 7 more to their lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So the Bears take this one on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.